Hello, I'm the official narrator. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Today we're looking at Terrakion, as you can see here, but we also have a new form of Terrakion in Iron Boulder. We're going to see how the results differ between now and April 6, 2022, so that is officially 3 years ago now. If you are interested in this 2-minute 40 video, it'll be in the description down below, but in it I literally mentioned, I was like, yeah, I've been recording for 8 minutes and hadn't found shit. So let's see if the results actually provide shit 3 years later. I'll go ahead and acknowledge Rambo. I feel like we've seen this in the past before, probably. I mean, I feel like it's kind of Terminator-esque, if that makes sense. Like referencing old action heroes. Right below it's Ironhide. That could maybe work, I suppose, for Iron Boulder. But, I mean, it's rock. Beifong, in reference to Avatar. Toph's last name is Beifong. You can do with that what you will. My argument's going to stay the same, that I think Excadrill is the perfect choice for Toph. I'm acknowledging this not as a this is a good idea thing, but because this is one of those, I'm pretty sure I mentioned in the original video, maybe not this, but one of the Musketeers. You're naming it what it's based off of. It's not smart. It's a bad idea. Don't do that. If you want to name it after what it's based off of and you want a bad nickname, choose this. While you're at it, also go ahead and just dig through the trash can and eat out of there too. This right here pretty much like summarizes what we've seen. Some of it is stuff we haven't seen, but it's just kind of funny because they're like, we here at Slowpoke Tail believe in not leaving a single Pokemon blank. So all this garbage, just go ahead and put it on display so everyone can see the garbage. Maybe someone will like the garbage. Teriyaki was put on a GameFAQs article as a joke because Terrakion, you get it. But the fact that they put that there, and then Banff, which was on Pokemon.net and just objectively a bad choice. Like, it's a deer. I don't know. That's more bull stuff. So like Red Bull, Ferdinand, some of that stuff. I mean, you could do what you will with it, but maybe better off on like a Taurus. Also, I saw The Rock as well, and I don't know why people even continue to make these jokes. I have a rock, I named it Dwayne. Did you steal that joke from a 6-year-old? Alright, well that's that. We've reached the bottom for Terrakion. It's about as dull and uneventful as before, so I don't know. Maybe the results were different, maybe they weren't. Couldn't tell you. That was 3 years ago. I don't remember. Take a look at the comment suggestions right down here on this page just to see if anyone had anything good within the 3 years that this has been fermenting. Naming it the Boulder is not exactly a step up above the rock. Like, I remember playing back when I was a kid and making a Create a Wrestler, and I named it the Boulder, and I was like 6. So, not exactly great. So, the one good thing about that name, though, that I guess that's worth mentioning, is they actually originally planned on having The Rock actually voice that parody character. But for some reason it didn't happen. Alright, well let's go ahead and take a look. Well, we still got this, I guess. We're gonna like try and incorporate it a little bit. I mean, it's like too little too late, but right here, these two, which this is just 3 Musketeers. I don't know what the fuck this means at all. Maybe it means something to you, but that's just that. We're gonna go ahead and type in Iron Boulder and see if maybe the internet can fix its egregious mistake. Okay, so these are like stupid, but I'm gonna acknowledge it. Ferrero Rocher, first of all, if you wanted to make that work, you could just ditch the second R in Ferrero and just F-E-R-E-R rather than skipping the E. I think that would make a lot more sense, personally. I'm indifferent about it. Like, food-based nickname, that's fine. Do I think it fits? It's mid at best. Boulder Dash is stupid, but also I've never seen that before. Do I think it fits? I mean, I guess this would be probably the best one. I'm just trying to think if there's another... Because looking at this idiot, you're not like, oh yes, that's a fast rock. And that's what I'm trying to think is, what's a Pokemon you look at and you think, that's a fast rock? Because I can't think of anything like that. Realistically, it's kind of an oxymoron. Because if you're looking at a Golem, you're like, that's one slow motherfucker. But this guy is apparently not, so... Capricorn's a goat. So, I think I had that, like, set aside as a potential one for Go-Goat. Alternatively, Goat from Majora's Mask. So, I'm fine with the idea of it, but maybe put that elsewhere. Alternatively, I don't remember what. You'd have to do a little Google search or see one of my other Unova videos where we mention it. Unova itself has astrological signs and Pokemon associated with it. I don't remember what it is, but there is a Pokemon associated with Capricorn in the Unova Dex. I just don't remember who it is off the top of my head. Bam Bam because Pebbles in Flintstone. Not a bad choice, but maybe not here. Gyro Bull, that one's stupid. Meathead I actually like. Who would fit? I feel like Meathead would be good as like maybe a generic fighting type nickname that you could maybe put on like, I always say Machoke, because Machamp is just so weirdly designed compared to Machoke. It makes sense, but like Machoke or Conkeldurr or something like that, that to me is a Meathead right there. Not this guy, but I like it, because it kind of like works as a pun off of it, or like Brainiac or Metalhead or something like that. So that's a good generic fighting type nickname you could put on quite a few guys that would work. Rolling Stone I think is one I've had considered as well. It might be in my little nickname idea patch for music based ones, I don't know. Based off the band, you want to do that one, that's fine. Alternatively, it's a magazine. I don't know if I feel there's a Pokemon that fits it, but I'm not going to hate on it. Cannon Bull, not a bad joke either, and actually probably maybe one of the better Pokemon to put this on. Blade Runner I know we've seen in the past, and I'm fine with that, but again, I just don't really think this is the Pokemon for it. Now, we talked about this in the Iron Leaves episode, and the idea that it's like Verizon, the Virizion is totally fine as its own stupid joke, but the idea of upgrading it into like a different phone brand for Iron Leaves just doesn't make sense because Verizon's supposed to be the best phone brand or whatever the fuck. But if you want to take that idea and do Verizon, the Virizion, you could still put like AT&T or like T-Mobile or something like that on Cobalion and Terrakion if you wanted to do that, and just kind of make them all together a cell phone trio. Okay, well, Iron Boulder's dudding out right here. This is that Spanish thing we saw before. This is Iron Leaves and Walking Wake, which I looked at before. Cerebi, this is a trade request. This actually intrigued me, because this is just like another Pokédex site. But I don't know, something about it hits right, and I think it's this. Because one of my favorite, the thing I used to use before they stopped updating it was Psypokes. That was my little place that I would check out back in the day. And this kind of gives me Psypokes energy with the way it's laid out, so this has my mild intrigue. I never liked Cerebi personally. Bulbapedia is kind of just what I use, but I don't know, something about that one just hit me in the right spot. But that's it as far as nickname ideas. Centiskorch was pretty much the only thing like keeping this video alive as usual. And upon hitting the record button, I learned that nobody felt like suggesting a single name for Terrakion, Cobalion, Iron Boulder, or Iron Crown. So he has continued to be unloved. I don't know, maybe the Musketeers are hard to come up with nicknames for. That could just be it too. I feel like there's ideas out there, we just haven't come to it. So my suggestions is if you could think of a trio of Pokemon, maybe consider looking at those episodes to get more ideas for you. Lord knows we got one per generation. I don't have anything written down for anybody. So any nicknames and ideas you have, feel free to put in the comments below. Give a thumbs up to the ones you think are good. Let us know what you'd use or recommend. And we'll see you for other Metal Deer. That's not... Well, actually, that one's a real steel type.